Hello everyone. Welcome to the second edition of BCICI Mentor of the Month interview. The Mentor of the Month for September is none other than CA Shaukat Lokhandwala. Shaukat ji was the chairperson of BCICI for the term 2010-2011. He is the kindest person I know who is always available readily with advice when sought for and is proactively supporting the development of the young members in the chapter. I first knew him because he was a close friend of my first boss in Bahrain, CA George Kurian, who always held him in a high regard. Now, let us hear from the man himself. It is my pleasure to welcome CA Shaukat Lokhandwala.
Thank you, CA Ajay. It's an honor to be invited onto a show and to be here with all of us here. Thank you.
Shaukat ji, just give us a quick tour about your life, maybe your childhood, your work life, places you have traveled, and when did you land up in Bahrain?
I was born and brought up in Mumbai. I finished my schooling from St. Andrews in Bandra and my colleging from MMK College, Bandra. I did my articles alongside my college and I was fortunate to be able to pass all the exams in the first attempt, and so at age 22 I was a CA. I've been in different industries. I worked in the Middle East as well as in India. I've been in industries including automobiles, pharmaceuticals, FMCG, hospitality, construction, and many others. And I think that has given me a fairly wide range of experiences which are there.
And which year did you come to Bahrain?
I came to Bahrain in 1998, which is now a good 22 years back, and time has really passed well out here. I think Bahrain is like a soft pillow where you can easily take out time, yeah.
So, in your opinion, how was Bahrain when you landed here, and how has it changed over the last 22 years?
When we came out here, the first thing that came was the warmth and hospitality of everyone out here. We are just finishing I was finishing a 2-year stint in Saudi Arabia, and the change was marked. I remember that when we got off the airport and came down, and there was a police guy out there, and he came to the car, and when you see a police guy coming, you say, oh, what's this? And actually, he came with a smile and he was distributing a leaflet about good driving habits. And we were so surprised. You know, it felt so good and warm. And that's something which I really find very, very, all the time when you come to Bahrain, we find that. It's like coming home, not coming just to a place where you are staying.
Besides that, do you think there is anything unique about Bahrain? Because I distinctly remember that you had left Bahrain, gone, and then you had come back to Bahrain again. So what in your opinion is really unique about Bahrain which attracted you back, and are there any stories, any memories that you fondly remember from your time in Bahrain?
A lot of memories, as I always feel that Bahrain gives us something which is very rare in this world. It gives you a work-life balance. It gives you a good professional experience with all the organizations and the work that you have here. But you also get the chance to be with your family. I could see my daughter growing up, and that's something which I always cherish. I think Bahrain gives us the best of both worlds. It gives us the culture back home because we have so many people from the subcontinent here. But at the same time, it allows you to do what you want to do, and it gives you the first world comforts. So I think you're basically having your cake and eating it too. That's something very unique out here. The warmth and hospitable. I definitely feel that the Bahrainis out here are the most hospitable in the Gulf. They walk the extra mile to be with you. A lot of them know Hindi, you know, and they speak that. And in fact, the 100 fil coin is also called the 1 rupiah out here in colloquial terms. So there's a lot of bonding which happens out here. It's very easy to assimilate out here, and with the kind of people we have, I think it's a wonderful place.
I can't agree more, Shaukat ji. I think the leadership of Bahrain deserves a big appreciation for the way they have set up the structure for the expatriates to feel at home here. So I totally agree with your sentiments there.
Absolutely, absolutely. They are definitely to be commended for this, and we thank them. We should thank them for this.
Now, Shaukat ji, if I were to ask a few people who are very close to you to describe you in give 3 adjectives which will describe you, what would I hear?
Oh, that's an interesting one. I think I would like people to think of me as caring, sharing, and a person with a sense of humor.
That you definitely are. I think from my interaction with you, I think I would probably describe you in the same way. Now, another aspect of another topic which is close to you, I know, because you are an avid Toastmaster, and you've been a president of many clubs. So, how does that help you in your personal life and professional life as a Toastmaster? And the second part of the question is, what else do you like to do besides of Toastmasters and things that you do outside of your office life as your passion?
It brings me back to when I first started my career. In my first organization, there were two of us in finance, me and a MBA. And sometime down the line, he said, Shaukat, I know your technical skills are much better than mine, but I can express myself better and I can get through people better. This struck me that yes, and I've seen that with a lot of us CAs, is that we are the strong silent type. We know our stuff, but we are mostly introvert and we don't communicate. So I wanted to change. I wanted to make that change. I always like to make some changes or to move forward, and therefore I went on to an organization like Toastmasters, which basically gave me a chance to be able to articulate my thoughts better, and also, more importantly, is to listen better. People like to have somebody you can listen to and who can understand what you're saying. How often have you seen when you express your thoughts to your subordinates, your peers, anybody else, to do something, and the person does something else altogether? And you feel, why can't that person listen to me? That happens because the other guy has preconceived notions of what you are talking rather than listening to you. He may be hearing you but not listening to you. And I think this is important, what Toastmasters brings to me. I think it has made a big change in my life, both on a personal as well as professional level. I would definitely advocate that we should do it. In fact, the last 10 CA chairpersons have been part of the ICAP Toastmasters, yes? I think including you.
Yes.
So
indeed.
yeah, I think it's a fantastic ground from where we can grow and learn and become better people.
Great. I think that's a great message, and I can't agree more. I think we talked about your personal life, your journey so far. Now let us come to your association with BCICI. So you were the chairperson during 2010-11, and I remember very vividly that it was a year when Bahrain was in a crisis. It's pretty similar to where we are now, but although the world is in a crisis now. I am probably in a similar situation as you were, so it would be very interesting for me to know what were the lessons that you learned during your term and any tips that you can give me.
Let's put that year when I was there in perspective. Previously, what used to happen is that we had the year ending of July, but the AGM would be held sometime in September after the accounts were done. The elections would be done in the AGM, which was in November, and that's when the new team used to come in. So when the new team came in, you had to hit the ground running, and you was to work basically till the next AGM came in. So you had a different year end and you had a different period on which you were serving. So I spearheaded the move to change that and to make it what we have now, where we have a year ending of July and we have the elections way before July, sometime in June, so that the new team has a chance of deciding what they want to do, moving forward, and to hit the ground properly when they take over the reins. Now, I was the first year to do that. So the AGM was in November, and I was the first term which would close in the next July. So we had an 8-month period. So it was the shortest term in our instead of a normal 1-year period. The first event that we had was a speech by Mr. Mohandas Pai, a very senior person. He is a CFO of Infosys, and he talked about India 2030. We then planned out, we had a whole year calendar planned out, what we want to do, and we had the family day coming up on 18th of Feb 2011. And then the Arab Spring hit us on 14th of Feb 2011. Everything went for a toss. The government had to act, and therefore they told no congregations at all, something like what we're having now. money dried up. All the corporate sponsors dried up. We did not have anything like virtual meetings. So it was basically, we were in a complete limbo, state of limbo. Finally, when we could start off in May, I could get a CSR program in, and finally in June the elections and a couple of seminars. So I just had a few months in which to actually be able to, make the team work. But I'm so grateful for all the members who have supported us out there, the other mentors, the other chairpersons who were there with us and said, we'll get through this, and we did get through it. So what I love to see is that how we all adapt to change, how we don't let the situation get over us. I'm so impressed by the way CA Mahesh has taken the COVID-19 in his stride, and the virtual meetings that are taking place, getting people together, even having a family day virtually online. And I think this is what I'm sure you and all the young team that you have will be embracing the technologies and be able to take BCICI to a different level and to meet what are the challenges we face right now.
Thank you, Shaukatji. I think we will try our best to live up to the expectations that you have from us. Probably now we can hear from some of the members who were part of your team during 2010-2011. So let's listen to some of their messages.
Friends, just before joining the executive committee led by Shaukatji, I used to be the backbencher for the chapter events. I used to come late, and I used to be the first one to leave the hall. One fine evening, Mr. Balraj called me and asked me whether I'm interested to join the executive committee led by Shaukatji. It was a surprise call, but without any hesitation, I said yes. I still remember we all met at Shaukatji's residence just one day before the last day for filing the nomination. In fact, we were expecting some kind of opposition that time, but fortunately there was no election, and we all were elected unopposed. For me, Shaukatji is soft-spoken, great leader and motivator. In fact, he was the one who forced me to join the ICAP Speechcraft, and then later on ICAP Toastmasters Club. In fact, it was a turning point in my life, I should say. I always like Shaukatji's smile, as well as anytime you see him, his cool mind. I really don't know how exactly he's maintaining. It is a great quality of Shaukatji. I still remember his words. He always used to say that don't think that what the chapter can give you, but always think what you can do for the chapter and its betterment. It was a great thought, I should say. I wish Shaukatji all the best, as well as to the chapter. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Can you imagine a giant structure without steel? Certainly not. Shaukat sir is that steel in the chapter's framework. 2011 reminds me of two things. One is a stormy spring, and another is a truncated term. It was during this difficult period that we had Shaukat sir to steer us in troubled waters. He is a person who has a bunch of ideas for every occasion and to meet everyone's needs. He believes in action which has long-lasting impact. He authored the templates and the processes which makes event management look so simple today. In the same vein, he initiated big-time changes in the bylaws, which makes the annual change of guard at the chapter look so seamless. He nurtured the team and practiced democracy at ease. He walked the talk by handing over the baton on the dotted lines. Huge footprints. As they say in Hindi, 100 sonar ki, ek lohar ki. That's Lokhandwala, Shaukat sir, for all of us.
First of all, let me thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak a few words about our dear old friend and brother Shaukat Lokhandwala. In my view, two simple words simply describe him: his passion and his professionalism. I'll touch on the passion first. You see, many people would view the chapter and himself as two different entities, not Shaukat. For Shaukat, the chapter was his passion. The chapter and himself were synchronous. It was two entities, one body. Do jism ek jaan. Now coming to his professionalism. You see, Shaukat's leadership skills were par excellence. He used to see that everybody chips in, everybody performs, everybody helps, everybody takes responsibility. Thus, all of us used to say, hey, this is mine. This enthusiasm was brought in by him. One more thing, it would be amiss if I don't mention it over here. See, during his chairmanship, Bahrain faced some difficult times and we all faced over it. So did our chapter and our programs also to be conducted. When life and circumstances overwhelms you, one tends to run away. Not Shaukat. For Shaukat Bhai, it wasn't sadness and pain. It was peace and purpose. This spirit of professionalism, this spirit of camaraderie is well learnt and kept alive even in the chapter today, and it's all because of you, Shaukat Bhai. You are our Maihuna friend, Maihuna guide, Maihuna philosopher. Shaukat Bhai, you have taught us. If we cannot direct the wind, you can surely adjust the sails. Thank you. Thank you, Shaukat Bhai. Jai Hind and God bless you.
Hello friends, good afternoon to you all. When the chairperson of a chapter requested me to speak a few words on CA Shaukat, I was delighted to comply. I have known Shaukat in my capacity as a fellow CA member at the chapter, as a fellow Lion, and as the chairperson of the ExCom under whom I was working. Due to unforeseen circumstances, this ExCom had a truncated term and we could not conduct many or any activities, which would have enabled me to an opportunity to work under Shaukat's stewardship. However, lack of activity did not prevent Shaukat from holding meetings and engage in important tasks. The most important I remember was the review of the Constitution and recommend serious revisions. At the end of his term, although pressure was brought to bear on Shaukat to continue as chairperson for the subsequent year, on principle, he politely declined, citing that he did not want to start a precedent of a multi-term chairpersonship. This clearly showed Shaukat to be a man of principles. In the subsequent year, CA Balraj became the chairperson and he adopted a different style of functioning for conducting events. He sought the views and guidance and mentorship of previous chairpersons. This provided me the opportunity to see Shaukat, the mentor, at work. His range of vision, wisdom and maturity was at full display, and I was very impressed by his contribution. This has led me to a conviction that in whatever capacity or activity Shaukat finds himself, he will always excel, and that he will be a great mentor. I reckon that to be single greatest trait. I have also interacted with Shaukat's family, his dear mother. I have known his wife Amber and daughter Farah. They all come across as very pleasant and soft-spoken persons, and I hope to continue my great relations with Shaukat and his family and to cherish his friendship. Thank you. God bless.
Namaste. I am CA Sri Bharti Mahesh Kumar, ExCom member of BCICI for the term 2010-11 that was led by the ever-smiling and charming CA Shaukat Lokhandwala. Before we proceed any further, Shaukat ji, I am wearing my lapel pin. I remember him telling me and all the other members to always wear the lapel pin with pride. Coming back to 2010-11, I think if you all remember right, this term was set against the backdrop of the Arab Spring uprising in the Middle East, which left us with little scope for activities. But within the little limited scope that was there, the committee under Shaukat-ji's leadership did the best they could. One of the very important aspects that was achieved during his tenure was the revision to the BCICI constitution, which I'm sure many remember vividly. My association with Shaukat-ji began during Alok-ji's tenure, when I got the opportunity to host the GCC International Conference of the BCICI with Kapilji. Right from putting together the script, the rehearsals, and then the stage practice, the journey was engaging, enriching, and fun-filled. I got to learn a lot from Shaukat-ji during this time. One of the very important aspects that I learned from him was that as much as it is important for dedication and efforts, it is also very important to enjoy the journey and whatever we do to ensure success. So I really thank Shaukat-ji for all the learnings that he's imparted to me. He has been one of the best mentors I've had so far, and I wish him all the best in all his future endeavors.
I had the privilege of working with Shaukat sir in his executive committee during the term 2010 and 2011. He is a master of communication and leadership. If I have to use one of the quotes from my mentor, Dr. John C. Maxwell, that exactly fits Shaukat sir is this: a leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Let me give you an example. Shaukat sir brought in a lot of changes in the constitution of Bahrain chapter of ICAI. One of that change is to break the AGM and the election meeting. He brought in the changes which said that the election meeting will happen in June and AGM can happen in September. Till that time, AGM and election meeting goes hands in hand. So Shaukat-ji took over sometime in October 2010. From February 2011 to May 2011, because of unforeseen situations in Bahrain, chapter could not do any activity. So when Shaukat sir announced the election meeting in June, many senior members recommended that their committee be given an additional term, for which Shaukat-ji replied, I brought in these changes in the rules and I'm not the one who is going to break it. You'll agree with me when I say he is the perfect fit for the quote, a leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Thank you, Shaukat-ji, for such a great inspiration in my life.
Individually, we are drop of water, but together we are ocean. CA Shaukat Lokhandwala, chairperson of 2010-2011. His tagline was similar to this: don't ask what chapter can do for you, ask what you can do for chapter. Wow, that was an inspirational theme of the year, for which we all chartered accountants are working together in a team spirit. I was fortunate to work with him as ExCom member and treasurer in the same year. CA Shaukat is a leader of inspiration and dedication. From the theme of the year, you can know how inspirational he is. He is a leader of dedication. I know his planning and organizing skill when I was with him in ICAP Toastmaster. He is a great leader, speaker, and motivator. 2011 was a challenging year for all of us. From 14th February 2011, there was anti-government protest. Still, Shaukat continues as a leader with us. Shaukat is a leader of sacrifice. To bring our chapter into a correct year, he has reduced his term, and today we are enjoying the year from 1st August to 31st July. I was completely happy to work with him as a team member. Finally, I wish him all the success in his future. Thank you.
Shaukat ji, a cool magician, altruistic, a communicator par excellence. For me personally, meeting Shaukat has been among one of the best things that have happened to me after coming to Bahrain. In the year 2010-11, when Shaukat ji was leading BCICI ExCom, I was secretary. I remember our chapter had reached a different pedestal after the tenure of two legendary chairpersons, CA Balu and CA Alok, in successive years. The most important requirement felt at that point in time was the modification of BCICI constitution and remove some of the ambiguities therein. For example, conduct of election, ExCom term, etc. Saying it was easy, but to get the consensus of 300 odd chartered accountants, it required exceptional communication, leadership and managerial skills that only CA Shaukat has. I believe this was the most valuable contribution of CA Shaukat to BCICI, the constitution. Perhaps BCICI destiny had placed him at the right place at the right time, since within few months of him taking over the chairmanship, the events of 2011 took place and we had to suspend our activities. In fact, just to honor the ethics that CA Shaukat has been advocating and he placed in the BCICI constitution, he relinquished his chairmanship within 9 months of taking over, even though all of us were wanting him to continue for another year due to exceptional circumstances. His attention to details, his penchant to ensure that each one of us wear CA pin, CA tie in all the CA seminars is legendary among us. In fact, sometime back when he was out of Bahrain, we were missing his presence to remind us where is our pin, where is our tie. Shaukat Sahib, hats off to you for your magical communication, selfless community service, exceptional leadership qualities. I wish you health and success in everything you do. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the solid support that you have been providing to me personally since the time I have been in Bahrain.
I like mountains, I like the ocean, I like the nature, and I like Shaukat, because Shaukat is such a cool and composed person. You cannot see him without that inimitable style of smile. And when you have some problems or when you are confronted with some confusion, when you speak to him, when you speak with him for a minute or even 2 minutes, you will be relieved with a lot of stress and tension. I know that during his chairmanship he could not do much because of the problems faced by the Arab Spring during that time. But I was wondering, when it was during this time like Corona now, so we have surpassed all those obstacles, the communication gap and all this through the website, the web meeting and all those things. If it was there before that, then I think he could have done, or we could have done as a team a massive job. I am thankful to Shaukat for giving me the opportunity to work with him as the vice chairman during that time. Thank you so much, Shaukat ji. Balraj signing off.
So how does it feel listening to all your past team members after all these years?
I'm really touched. It's so great to be listening to them and hearing their thoughts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm really humbled. Thank you.
Shaukat ji, now in terms of the chapter's development, so how do you think the chapter has evolved since your time as the chairperson? So, what are the positives that you see, and are there any areas that you think we can improve more?
I think growth is a part of life, change is a part of life, but what I'm so impressed, what I'm so happy, so that how the chapter year by year goes in strength by strength. The membership is increasing, the seminars that we are having are so much better. More importantly, what I think is we have now become the single largest body of expatriate professionals in Bahrain. and that's saying a lot. Having 500 members under us, all of whom are in positions of, power, positions of importance, is a big thing. What we have done is we have made our members walk with pride in the community out here. We can say, with the chest out that yes, I'm a CA. And also we have improved upon the public's perception of Indians and of the CAs as professionals in our field. That is one thing which I'm very happy about. I think our chapter is doing a great job of doing this. One thing which I'm also so happy is that we do not really have politics in our chapter. Every past chairperson sees and tries to say, how can we do better? How can we help? We are never here to say how we can pull somebody down, but to see how we can help. And I think this is a defining thing. This is what differentiates us. This is what makes BCICI so successful and an organization that other people want to emulate and come to always for advice.
I can surely testify to that. I think all the past chairpersons have been so very helpful, available at any time, and whenever you call them, they're more than happy to support you in any whatsoever way they can. So and I would thank you also personally, Shaukat-ji, for all the advice that you have given me. My next question is on what is the message that you want to convey to the young and aspiring chartered accountants as well as the larger CA fraternity in Bahrain?
I think it's how you approach things. I would like to think that we should be part of a solution, not be part of a problem. We all have challenges, but I would say the young fraternity which is there, when you face a challenge, you're going to your peers or you're going to your superiors to sort a problem out, try to first put yourself in as to give suggestions as to how you think it could be solved. The reason is that it puts you into a problem solving mode rather than just bring up a problem to somebody. Think about it. As a senior, as a person, if your colleague comes to you, look, and says, I have this issue, then he waits for your answer, or he says, I think we have two options in which we can work out. What would you like? I definitely think that if a person comes with a thought process in mind, it helps me to formulate my thoughts. I may have a different thought, but it's nice to know that a person is thinking. So I would definitely say that please look at how you can solve a problem rather than bring it up. Also, whenever you're doing something, do it with a business sense, not just as an accountant. This is what differentiates a person from going up the ladder. It's the accountants who get stuck, it's the people who can think more than just that. Let the figures talk to you and you can express yourself, which can go up. So I think this is what I would suggest.
Thank you. So I think probably the last question which is related to our theme. So if you log into the future, what do we see of the future of CA Shaukat Lokanwala?
I love to have different challenges, different opportunities. I've been in service for the last 30 plus years. And now I've decided to take a complete change. I'm going into business and I'm also going to relocate to Canada shortly in the future. So yeah, it's going to be a different ball game altogether.
I don't know if Bahrain will pull you back, Shaukat-ji, but it has been so great speaking to you. You have given a lot of words of wisdom, I think, which is going to be very useful to all those who are listening to this program. And we wish you all the very best in all your future endeavors, and we will benefit from your presence as long as you are in Bahrain. So thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you so much, Ajay. Thank you.